Hey everybody, it's Bjorn from WP Learning Lab. In this video, I'm going to show you how to integrate an opt-in form from the Infusionsoft platform into your WordPress site so you can start collecting names and emails for your newsletter. So the first thing you want to do is log into your Infusionsoft platform, which I've already done here. I created a new Infusionsoft account just a couple days ago, and here we are inside that account. And what you want to do is hover over the top bar up here, go to Marketing and click on Campaign Builder. Click on the green Create a Campaign button on the top right. Give the campaign a name. I'm just going to call this Newsletter. And now we're inside the Campaign Builder. And all you have to do is two things. And the first step is optional. So the optional step is adding this traffic source. This is really just for your reference inside of Infusionsoft. And the second step is adding the goals of a newsletter sign up. This one is not optional. So we connect the two, and again, this doesn't matter if this first part's connected or not, it doesn't matter at all. For the newsletter sign up, you want to double click on that icon, and then we can customize the form itself. So right now this form just says first name, email, submit. That's not going to be enough to entice people to sign up for your newsletter. So you can actually add text right in here inside Infusionsoft to the form, or you can add the text on your WordPress site. So I'm going to show you both ways. To add text in here, we click on the Snippets tab, and we add a paragraph by clicking and dragging the paragraph icon. And as we hover over this area, we see a dotted box. And depending where the box appears is where the paragraph will go. And we want it to go at the top, and it's just going to be very, very simple. It's going to say, sign up for our newsletter. These days, that is also not enough. You want to have more information in there, some compelling reason for people to sign up, because people are already on so many newsletter lists, they don't need another newsletter. They need a solution to their problem. So if you can write a headline here that helps your target market solve their problem, you're going to get a lot more opt-ins. And I'm going to customize this a little bit. I'm going to center that headline. I'm going to make it bold, and I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so I'm happy with that, and I'm going to click up here to move this from draft to ready, and then I will click on the code tab, and I'm going to copy the JavaScript code and paste this into our website in just a second. But first I want to talk to you about the thank you page. So by default, Infusionsoft has the thank you page, and it looks something like this. It'll have your logo, thanks, it inserts the first name that was submitted in the form, we'll contact you shortly. You can customize this however you want it, or you can create a thank you page right on your website and choose web address from this dropdown and paste the URL in here to use your custom thank you page. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to just use this thank you page. As you saw earlier, we copied the code, so we're going to go back to campaign, and we're going to click on the publish button in the top right, which means it is now active. It will show in here what's been done. Click on publish. So that campaign is now active. So now if someone submits via that opt-in form, it will go into the Infusionsoft account, which is what we want. So we head back to our dashboard, and I'm going to go into the widgets area, because most often opt-in forms for newsletters are in the sidebar widget. So in the blog sidebar, this is the Aveda theme. Nothing is changed from the default in here, so we're just going to add in something. This is going to be a very big sidebar, but this is just an example. We want to find the text sidebar option on the left. I'm going to put that in the very top of the blog sidebar, and we're going to paste in that code, the JavaScript from Infusionsoft. And as you know, we added a bit of text above it saying sign up for a newsletter, and we can add text in via WordPress as well. This is the place, is the text I'm going to add. So you don't actually have to add the text in Infusionsoft. You can add it here if you want. It's really a matter of preference. So once that text is in there, click on save. And now we find a blog post that has that blog sidebar. So we hover or go over to posts, And here's a handy dandy post. We click on view, and there we have the content we added. This is the text I added, this is the place, and then this is the form from Infusionsoft. Now, as you can tell, it's not ideal because our form fields are outside of the widget area. So we're going to go back to Infusionsoft, fix that up, and then our form will be ready to go. It's not going to be beautiful, but it's going to be functional. I'm going to rely on you to make it beautiful and match it to the branding of your website. So if we go back over to Infusionsoft, click on the Edit tab first, then double click to open up the newsletter form. And what we want to do is change the width, because this is too wide. It was cutting off, somewhere in this area, it was cutting off everything to the right. So if we click on the Layout and Style button on the right here, and then click on Layout, and we can adjust the form width. So I'm going to decrease this width. As you can see, it's updating as I go, getting thinner and thinner. Okay, so we're going to try this width right here. I'm going to click on Back to Campaign, click on Publish. So we modified the newsletter, and because we have the JavaScript installed instead of the HTML for the form, this will automatically update on this page. So if we click on refresh, we should have, there we go. It's a little better. It's not great yet, but it's better. So we go back and do that again. Click on the Edit tab, double click on the newsletter icon, and I'm going to change this so it's left aligned. Then we're going to click on Layout and Style again. And for the labels, instead of having the labels, which is first name and email are the labels, instead of having those on the left side of the form, I'm going to put them above the form. So that gives us even a little more space, and those are now stacked. So now if we go back to our campaign and we click on Publish, Publish again, go back to our WordPress site, refresh the page, and now the newsletter form fits in this little area that we have here. So that is great. It's now functional. Yeah, like I said earlier, it's not pretty, but it's functional. I rely on you to make it beautiful and match the branding of your website. So in this video, we learned how to integrate an Infusionsoft form into your WordPress site and do a little bit of troubleshooting if you're running into problems with that integration. I hope this video helps you. My name is Bjorn Allpass from WP Learning Lab. Please make sure you like this video if it helped. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out our social media feeds and check out WPLearningLab.com, where we write about WordPress every single day. Talk to you soon.